Welcome to Civil Rights Exposed, Part 1. They've been lying about civil rights in America, and it's time someone began to expose the truth. In the United States of America, when you think of civil rights, you primarily think of Martin Luther King, his I Have a Dream speech, bus boycotts, etc. The truth is, there were 3 civil rights movements in America, and the third civil rights movement isn't actually a civil rights movement at all. Allow me to elaborate on these movements. The first civil rights movement we will refer to as the original civil rights movement, which was defined by Frederick Douglass, abolitionist, the Civil War, and Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, and it was this civil rights movement that secured black people's freedom from slavery. The next civil rights movement is the more popular of the 3, and we'll refer to that movement as the Middle Civil Rights Movement. This movement is typically characterized by Martin Luther King, the March on Washington, and the Birmingham bus boycotts. This movement is credited for achieving equal rights under the law, and unbeknownst to most people, the seed for the third civil rights movement was firmly planted during the Middle Civil Rights Movement. And you don't want to miss out when I explain exactly how they achieved that. I will give the details in the next video. Finally, there's the third civil rights movement, and we'll refer to this movement as the liberal civil rights movement. This movement is defined primarily by white liberals, homosexuals, transgenders, and bamboozled blacks. This liberal civil rights movement has used the tactic that I've coined as political blackface, or the leveraging of black Americans' racial identity to benefit the Democrat Party, liberal whites, homosexuals, and transgenders, while the useful idiots in the black community continue to vote Democrat without getting a return on their voting investment. The simple truth is, blacks have lost ground in America as a result of voting Democrat, and I will elaborate on that as well in part 2 of this video. Please subscribe to Exodus TV on YouTube. More shows, personalities, consequential information, and truth will be coming your way. Exodus TV was created for the hardcore conservative Republican that insists on restoring America's traditional values and going beyond simply making America great again.
Here, pushing triple digits on the interstate, and this escape headed back to the city late. No matter how many instances, I still get amazed, thinking about the million different ways I get to give him praise. To penetrate the culture, use the gifts he gave. To disseminate the message like the ticker tape. Just to illustrate his will and grace, I set calm like the syndicated veneration for the saints. To reach a lost generation like Hemingway, and bring them home safe like Willie Mays.